Hi, Tony Wynn from the Waterfront Arts Project here, and I'm with Joan Wormsley, who is a new addition to our team. We saw Jo's work at the end of last week. We saw one or two pieces initially, and then we were actually blown away by the work that appeared here for the exhibition opened last Saturday. And we could just have a quick look at this work. This is quite extraordinary. So Joan, what are the themes for your work here?
Well, it's sort of depression, sort of being people are neglected, I think, shortage of food,
Yeah.
and so it goes on.
Suffering, isn't it?
Yes.
These pieces are really extraordinary. I mean, I'm a sculptor, but this is a fairly unique way of doing your work. So what have you used to actually produce this work?
Well, I've always been interested in three-dimensional work, and I decided just to play about with sort of different materials, and I came across sort of some old sheets and things, so I covered them with plaster, seen what happened with that, just more or less put it onto the board. At first the work was very simple, straightforward, sort of straight lines, sort of slight movement. And then gradually I got round to sort of doing figures. I don't know why I decided on figures, but it just sort of seemed to grow. It's all purely accidental. I've no idea what's going to happen.
It's like the best things in art, really, isn't
it?
Yes.
I mean, once it's on the floor, I can't put it up to look at it.
Yeah.
So I've got to wait till it dries, which takes about a week, 10 days.
Yeah, sure.
Then I lift it up and discover, oh, I don't like it, or whatever it is. And then I start sort of thinking what I could make it into, what sort of feeling I can get across. So that's it.
That's how it goes. I mean, these are very, very powerful pieces of work, and I think that these are one of the stars of the current exhibition at the Waterfront. Everybody has been completely blown away by seeing these images. And where do you normally keep them?
Oh, I've got this attic space.
Yeah.
Some of this work has been around for 10, 15 years, sort of tucked into a corner. It was purely because I was busy decided it was time that I tackled the attic and sorted it out, got rid of a lot of stuff. And so I thought, well, I'll have a look at this work.
Yeah.
Got it out, and it was my husband really. He said, you know, this work's worth something. So, and then I heard about, I read an article in the paper about the Waterfront.
Yeah.
And I was walking along here to the theatre to book some pantomime tickets.
Yeah, sure.
And I thought, well, I'll just pop in and have a look.
Yeah.
But the people here were so friendly, they sort of welcomed me.
That's everyone carrying, wasn't it? Yes.
That made a difference. If anything's different, I just had a look and walked out again.
Well, that's what the Waterfront's all about. It's a community space. It's giving artists and people who are just getting into the world of art, giving an experience of exhibiting, you know, for the first time.
I think it's an absolutely amazing thing to be able to bring your work in without any pre-planning. If you're nervous, you're not sure about your work.
Yeah.
For people just to see it.
Yeah. So, I mean, these are, have you got a particular favourite piece in this particular run here?
I don't run a particular line.
Yeah.
I like that one
there,
purely because it does show quite a lot of suffering, I thought.
Yeah.
And my husband's been going through a lot of trauma at the moment.
Right.
Because he's got arthritis and And I think, you know, we're both getting old. I think it's hitting rather hard. I had this sort of feeling. I was feeling a bit depressed at the time. And as a picture, as a painting, as a piece of work, I like the end one.
Yeah.
I mean, this figure here, I mean, no idea how I managed to get it so in proportion.
I know, it's extraordinary, isn't it?
It astounds me now to think, you know, just slapped away this.
There's a lot of tension in that figure as well, isn't it? It's almost like the idea of the figure's trying to raise it up with no energy and everything, and it's almost like the chest itself's almost like a burst, isn't it? It's like extraordinary to the ribs.
Well, that was amazing.
Well, Joan, thank you very much indeed for giving us the interview to Southport GP. And it's great to have you.
I can't thank, you know, the people who have organised this. It's been absolutely, you know, Mind-blowing.
Well, we'll hope to have this work. I think it's going to be doing a bit of a tour, actually, I think we're discussing. So we hope to have it back in Southport for next year's Southport Arts Festival.
Oh, that would be great.
June.
I'm
So,
looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. Well, thank you very much indeed, Joan.
It's been a pleasure. It's
Thank
been
you.
my privilege to sort of meet you and everything else. It really has.
It's
Been
fantastic
wonderful.
for us to have you here.
Yeah.
It really is.